Bronny James is one of the weirdest young players to talk about right now, because almost every conversation about him turns into a conversation about somebody else. Usually LeBron, sometimes nepotism, sometimes pressure, sometimes the Lakers doing Lakers things. And I get it, that stuff is part of the story. You cannot talk about Bronny without talking about the fact that his dad is LeBron James, that they made NBA history as the first father and son to play in the league together, and that half the internet decided what Bronny was before he even had a fair shot to become anything. Still, here's the question I care about. When LeBron retires, is Bronny automatically out of the league too? My answer is no. Not fake debate no, not polite no, just no. And the reason is pretty simple. Bronny already has the kind of role teams keep around if the player can defend, hit open shots, stay under control, and accept low usage minutes without acting like the offense owes him 15 touches. That job exists on every roster. If he keeps growing into it, he can stay in the league on his own. Quick pause. Those who are not subscribers, subscribe and tell me which player you want next. Now let's start with what Bronny is, because people keep arguing with a version of him that only exists online. He's a young combo guard for the Lakers. Defense first, low usage, still developing. He measured 6'1" without shoes at the combine, had a 6'7" and a quarter wingspan, weighed around 210 pounds, and tested like a real athlete.
Good play by Kyle.
He's at 10 points on a 5 for 7 night. James for 3. Yes!
That matters, because the frame and the length give him a chance to survive the size questions that usually kill smaller guards. He was born on October 6, 2004 in Akron, Ohio, the oldest child of LeBron and Savannah James. He grew up in the most famous basketball family on the planet. His younger brother Bryce is already a serious prospect, committed to Arizona and redshirting his 2025-26 freshman season to develop. His sister Zuri is doing her own thing in youth volleyball and getting attention there too. So this is not some quiet family trying to avoid a spotlight. The spotlight moved into the house years ago. Even with that, Bronny's road has not been smooth. People act like he had some clean, protected ride with zero setbacks, and that is just not true. In high school at Sierra Canyon, he was a 4-star recruit, a McDonald's All-American, and a pretty productive senior. Around 14.2 points, 5.5 rebounds, 2.4 assists, and 1.8 steals. He played in the Jordan Brand Classic and the Nike Hoop Summit. He was not some random end-of-bench celebrity kid getting invited off his last name. He was a real prospect, even if he was never projected as a future superstar. Then came the scariest part of his whole story. In July 2023, before his freshman season at USC, he suffered cardiac arrest during practice because of a congenital heart defect. That could have ended everything. Basketball, college, maybe more than that. He got treated, got cleared, and came back. I think people forget how serious that was because sports moves fast and the internet gets bored in about 4 minutes. At USC, the numbers were modest. 4.8 points, 2.8 rebounds, 2.1 assists, 0.8 steals in 19.4 minutes. He shot 36.6% from the field, 26.7% from 3, and 67.6% from the line.
Can shoot it, understands the game, can see the play, make the plays, and then has the ability to finish.
Those stats gave people an easy talking point. Too small, too limited, not enough creation. Drafting him would be about his name. Fair questions, honestly. A lot of people had them. Then he went to the combine and helped himself in a big way. He posted a 40.5-inch vertical, which ranked 4th there. He hit 19 of 25 in the 3-point drill, 2nd overall. He tested well in agility drills. The picture got a little clearer. He was not some fake athlete with a famous last name. He looked more like the kind of guard teams stash and develop if they trust the work ethic and the role fit.
With the 55th pick in the 2024 NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select Bronny James from the University of Southern California.
The Lakers took him 55th overall in the 2024 draft, and of course, the entire planet made the same joke for about 3 straight weeks. Fine, easy content. Still, one part of the story got ignored because it was less fun to yell about. His contract. Bronny did not sign some flimsy little deal where he could vanish the second the headliners called off. He got a 4-year contract worth roughly $7.9 million, fully guaranteed, with a team option in the 4th year. The salaries rise from a little over $1.15 million in 2024 to 25 to about $1.96 million in 2025 to 26, then $2.3 million in 2026 to 27 and $2.49 million in 2027 to 28 if the option gets picked up. That matters a lot, because even if LeBron retired tomorrow, the Lakers would still control Bronny for multiple seasons. Teams do not usually eat guaranteed money on a young second round guard who is showing real improvement unless they think the player just cannot help at all. And right now, Bronny looks more like a project that is moving in the right direction than a mascot hanging onto his dad's jersey. The NBA numbers are small because his NBA role is small, around 2.1 points, 0.5 rebounds, and 1.2 assists in 7 minutes across 32 games in 2025 to 26. He is shooting 39.7% from the field and 41.4% from 3. Those are spot minutes, backup guard minutes, development minutes. Nothing glamorous. Pretty normal for a second round guard on a team trying to win games.
To get their first win of Summer League, a steal by Bronny, and that one's gonna count.
The part that tells you something is the G League. That's where his development gets real. With South Bay, over the combined 2024 to 25 and 2025 to 26 seasons, he has averaged around 15 to 22 points, 3 to 5 rebounds, and 3 to 5 assists in roughly 27 to 34 minutes depending on the stretch you isolate. In 2025 to 26 specifically, he's been around 15.3 to 15.5 points a game while shooting about 54 to 55% from the field, 42 to 43% from 3, and around 90% from the line. That is close to 50 to 40 to 90 territory, which is the kind of stat line that makes teams pay attention even when they pretend not to. South Bay also went on an 11-game winning streak with Bronny, averaging about 15.3 points, 3 assists, and 2.8 rebounds while helping them clinch a playoff spot. Again, that is not the profile of a player who exists only for marketing. Winning usually tells on fake players pretty quickly. So what is he really? Most scouts have settled on roughly the same answer. Defense first combo guard, good instincts, quick hands, understands rotations, moves his feet well, can fight over screens, can bother the ball, comfortable playing low usage offense, can shoot off the catch, keeps the ball moving, doesn't need to hijack possessions just to feel involved. That is a real job in the NBA.
Doubles down after pulling down the rebound and finds a Bronny James. James has 12 points so far tonight. He's got himself another dime as Gordon.
And the comps people toss around are not star names. They're role names. They're Anthony Melton, Patrick Beverley, Drew Holiday in terms of mindset, not ceiling, defense, discipline, spot-up value, connective play. That's why I keep saying no. No, I do not think Bronny automatically falls out of the league when LeBron retires. Could he still wash out eventually? Sure, a lot of second round guards do. He still has to prove the G League shooting is real against full NBA speed. He has to finish better at the rim. He has to keep showing that he can guard bigger, stronger players despite being undersized for a 2 guard. Still, that is a very different conversation from saying he disappears the second his dad leaves. His contract outlasts LeBron's likely timeline. His role makes sense on a real roster. His G League production is good, not fake good, and efficient in a way teams like. And even if the Lakers moved on one day, the league always has room for young guards who defend, stay in their lane, and hit shots. So no, I don't expect Bronny to vanish when LeBron retires. I expect him to keep getting chances, and if the shooting and defense keep trending the way they are now, he has a real shot to stick around as the kind of rotation guard people stop joking about once he makes enough winning plays. That's usually how this goes. At first the name is the headline, later the role is the story, and Bronny, quietly, is starting to look more like a role player teams can actually use than a celebrity experiment people wanted to laugh at. He still has work to do, obviously, though plenty of NBA guards entered the league needing exactly this amount of polishing. So now I want your take. When LeBron retires, do you think Bronny sticks as a real NBA role player, or do you still think teams will stop believing the second the family storyline is gone?